A little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the 76ers. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Look at the 76ers starting group. MP out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Council in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, Jose Alvarado is out there with Wells. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
It's good from long range.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
Now, here's Wells. Now, Alvarado. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Bain. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Philadelphia with the ball. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. Do you hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The Grizzlies off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Aldama. Here's Edey. Here's the 3, and the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by MP. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
That's tipped. Three on 3. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You look at Boston. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for the 76ers, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league. And thus far, they have not disappointed.
Now, here's Bain. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. 5 on the clock. Aldama can't hit.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Alvarado. Covered by MP. Alvarado passes to Aldama. Now Bain. Inside, they could use a bucket, and the rejection by MP. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
That one goes in.
Just look at the body of Bain. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Bain. From past the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. Bain's got 5 points so far.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Bain's game, but he can do so much more.
Maxey kicks to George. Maxey passes to MP. MP sets the screen for George, and again it's Philadelphia.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And that one's good, MP. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down hard.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Pass to Wells. Aldama with the ball. Covered by MP. And here is Bain. Fires the three. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He has 5.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Alvarado with it. Last game out, he had 14. Pass to Aldama. Wells with it. A 3-ball. No good on that one. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Alvarado. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Bain, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Arabia's checked in. Philadelphia with the ball. 16-point lead. MP dishes to Embiid. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Now look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
76ers on defense, 19-point game. Back to Bain. over George. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Buries it from three-point range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Memphis has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Outside, Bain. Back to Alvarado. 6 to shoot. There's a good screen. And another miss by Memphis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
MP, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. Here's Alvarado. Hasn't made one yet. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Alvarado with the steal. Pass to LaRavia. He lobs it up. Picked off in midair. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Alvarado with the steal. Now Wells. Outside, Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's LaRavia. Off target from three-point range. Here's MP, and the layup's good off the glass. MP's got 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
LaRavia, and another miss by Memphis. Philadelphia leading by 21. MP passes to George. Good, and the assist goes to MP. 10 points for him.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Bain against George. Pass to LaRavia. And the 3 off target. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
It's Brogdon on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
Back to Brogdon.
Get him out, get him out.
To the wing right side. Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Dunn. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Aldama finds Brogdon. To end the run. The rebound by Yabusele.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
MP inside. Defended by Aldama. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Clark right side. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot no good. And so it's Philadelphia going along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think so far? And it's a great finish! Oh,
Oh, my. Whoa. That was incredible. MP, everybody.
Maxey against Brogdon. Here's Aldama. Hands it from downtown. Aldama's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
MP kicks to Yabusele. MP looking around. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brogdon against Maxey. And Aldama has it in the corner. Pass to Laravia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
MP left side. MP with a screen on Brogdon. And that one's good. Maxey.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
Maxey finds MP. Done outside. MP inside. Aldama's there. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. MP outside. And the dunk by MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Maxey against Brogdon. Pass to Laravia. Here's Clark and Embiid with the block.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Got that one up quick. George has got 13.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Laravia, defended by George. Some nice passing there by Memphis. There's a screen by Aldama. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression
in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
And MP throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And Memphis making a change here. Stevens is checked in. Maxey against Brogdon. To the middle, here's Clark. And again, unable to change momentum here. For Philadelphia, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Brogdon against McConnell. Payne for 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 5th assist in this one. Coach, on top of being an impactful player, Malcolm Brogdon has always been the consummate pro.
He sure has, Kevin. He fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. Works hard, puts the team first, and is willing to accept whatever role is given to him.
Done against Payne. That one's not going to go. Good defense by MP. Pass to Embiid. It's deflected. For Memphis, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George finds MP. Back to George. Screen by MP. Hits it from three-point range. George has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers. Outside, Payne. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. George passes to McConnell. MP kicks to Dunn. Here's George. Drains the 19-footer. 18 points for Paul George.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Pass to LaRavia. Back to Brogdon. Over McConnell. Now, here's Clark. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clark sets a screen for Brogdon. Good defense by MP.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Into the lane, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Brogdon scanning the floor. Here's LaRavia, defended by George.
Displaying an innate ability to detect the score attempt. MP will do well to keep honing that skill.
Count it. MP's got 24 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Payne. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Embiid, no good. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Here's Edey. Rocked in the pass to Clark. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside, Bane. They need this one. And it's MV with the rebound.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Clark sets a screen for Bane. Looking to get it going. And the rejection by MP. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis moving it around. In the corner, it's Bane. Connects from three-point range. Bane's got 6 in the quarter.
As accurate as they come from deep, Desmond Bane extra lethal from that short range.
And MP throws it down hard.
And get a load of that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff. Now, Alvarado. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Jump shot is good that time. Bane's got 13.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The drive by MP.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Alvarado with it. 1:56 left now here in the second. There's a screen. There's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. MP's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Dunn kicks to MP. MP sets the screen for Dunn. They get it again. Here's Kendall. And the dunk by MP.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
To the paint. Here's Aldama. And Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. MP, no good. Grizzlies shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack.
Watch him.
George against Bane. Puts it up. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it. Well, he has owned this quarter, a major reason they're up right now.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Alvarado passes to Bane. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bane's got 11 points in the quarter. The 76ers shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field.
MP went right for the teeth and got rewarded.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. And stolen by MP. Here's McConnell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. McConnell's got his first bucket in this one.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And here is Bane. 16 points for him. And Aldama has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. MP getting it done for Philadelphia. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadar.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And that concludes halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Paul George is out there with MP. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Council in at the 2. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with 62 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Bain against George. Here's Aldama. Shot clock at 5. Back to Alvarado.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The 3, and it's Alvarado missing.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's the screen. Here's Alvarado. Yep, it counts. Alvarado's got 5 points so far.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Screen by MP. Maxey, no good. Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Alvarado. Drills it from outside. Alvarado's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Outside, Bain. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Edie. And Aldama has it in the corner. No good from outside.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Alvarado passes to Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. MP finds George. They get it back. MP on the follow.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now here's Bain. 16 points for him. And stolen by MP. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Yabusele comes in for Embiid, and it's Payne in for Paul George. Now Alvarado. 8 points for him. Payne looking around. 6 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies with another miss. 76ers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to Wells. Bain with it. Now Aldama. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
On the wing, Bain. Alvarado finds Aldama. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Aldama's got 10.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Maxey passes to MP. Kicks it out to Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Grizzlies shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. On the wing, Bain. 13 feet away. Payne grabs the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Kendall. Here's Maxey. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Alvarado with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Aldama. Great touch on the 16-footer. Aldama's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sweet touch from the mid-range. Every year, Aldama seems to gain more and more confidence shooting the ball. Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Aldama. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The drive by MP.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Payne finds Alvarado. Pass to Wells, fires from deep. The rebound by Yabusele.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And another one falls. Amazing.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the fourth most 50-point games in a single season. And for Memphis, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And stolen by MP. Trying to find Maxey and gets it to him. Here's Council. And the layup is good. Council's got 5. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
Here's Payne. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so here's Memphis. Clark outside to the inside. Here's LaRavia. Can they get it? And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP dishes to Payne. MP with it. Guarded now by Clark. MP sets the screen for Dunn. Misses the chippy right there.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Philadelphia has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's LaRavia. And the rejection by MP. Dunn finds MP. Back to Dunn. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
MP passes to Payne. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Ford's checked in. TJ McConnell, he's checked in for the 76ers. Pass to LaRavia. Ford with the ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Paul George is checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the 3rd. MP kicks to McConnell. A baseline J. MP, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Pass to Ford. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got...
This ends up going with the new group. And then for Philadelphia, MP's checked in for Luke Cornett. Paul George comes in for Valentine. And it's Payne in for Chris Dunn. Here's Aldama. Trains the three-pointer.
An ideal stretch big. Aldama is 6'11", and very good behind the line.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
We've got Desmond Bain. Jose Alvarado is out there with Wells. Then there's Edey. And it's Aldama in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clock at 6. And it's Alvarado missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
George finds McConnell. Here's MP. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting 40% in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double, it's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
Here's Alvarado. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin...